Hi, my name is Walusongo. I am an HR by profession. Today, I would like to share with you on how you can answer the question, "Tell me about yourself" in an interview. I have listed few tips that you can convince the interviewer that you are the right person for this job and that you know what you're talking about. So the question, tell us about yourself. It's very important because it sets the tone of the interview, and that it is also stressful. It is stressful because you don't know what to tell the interviewer, whether you should talk about your personal life or your profession or what's in the CV. So before you answer this question, you need to have the introduction and the many body and the conclusion. So what you talk about in the introduction, you introduce yourself, then you talk about your qualification. Once you're done with your qualification, you don't start now telling where you did that, where you got your degree from. You just talk about your qualifications and that's it. You go to the introduction. On the introduction, this is where you need to concentrate. You need to spend more time. This is where you need to market yourself. So you talk about your skills, you talk about your experience, and in the conclusion, you thank the interviewer and what made you come for this interview, and that's it. It's not now time to start fixing your jacket, your lipstick, your hair. No. So I'm going to give an example on how you can answer the question. So I'm being asked, Walusungu, tell us about yourself. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Walusungu. I have an advanced diploma in human resource management. I also have a certificate in pastel accounting. Then you now start talking about your experience. The many body. I now go to the many body. Let's say now you've just been in one organization. In one organization, you don't need you talk about your skills. Let's say, for example, I've worked as a manager for the past 5 years, and these are the skills that I've acquired. If you are the senior accountant, you talk about the budgeting, you talk about financial analysis, you talk about costing. You just highlight the skills, the experience that you've acquired. But if you have been to different organizations, you talk about the experience that are relevant to the job that you're being interviewed. You don't start talking about experience that are not relevant. Let me just give a simple example. You meet somebody, let's say I meet somebody I met maybe 5 months ago, and I ask them, how have you been? It's not an opportunity now to start telling them, it's not an opportunity for them to start telling me about, they start going into details, It's not that time now you start telling into the, especially if you don't know that, if you're not that close. But if it's somebody you're very close, you can now go into details. So you can't start telling, how have you been? How is life? Now you say, my life, my mother, my village, my sister, this and that. No, we just answer, life is fine. Yes, we are pushing, and that's it. So even when you're answering the question, tell me about yourself in an interview, you need to be professional. You don't start talking about where you did your high school, where where you celebrated your first birthday, or where you went, your parties, your whole life story. No, get to the point. Market yourself. It is an opportunity to market yourself, because how you answer this question will determine the rest of the interviewer. The rest of the interview. It will determine. So you even know whether you've gotten the job or not. And when you are answering the question, you also need to be very sensitive on how you are answering the question, and also you read body language. You can see people are now tired of listening to me. It's now time to stop. You don't now keep on amastori mwalanda nabamba nokushikula. So you need to be very, 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 very professional. You need to be very professional, and also you need to get to the point. And you know. And the next question they are going to ask you, you will know that I'm the right one. I've gotten this job. Let's say, you talked about this. Tell us more about how you resolved this issue. So it really helps how you answer this question. It really matters. So I hope you learn one or two things, and next time when you go for the interview, make sure you nail it. Okay, get to the point, Karen. Market yourself and make sure you talk about things that are in the job description. Before you even go for the interview, you need to study. You need to understand the job description. When you understand the job description, when they tell you to tell them about yourself, you talk about the experience that is in the job description. Because when you tell them about what they are looking for, then you are the right one for the job. There'll be no need to look for another one. So make sure you do your best in your next interview. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.